What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I hope you like this video. This is The Sweet Life, Season 1, Episode 5. So, I think part of this first episode I gave y'all in the last review where Jordan and, what's his name? Jamal, I think. Where they were sitting around talking and he was talking about moving in with his girlfriend, and Jordan was talking about his distrust because he's been hurt and how he's scared of getting hurt again. And all I'm gonna say to that is this: Jordan, I understand we have all been hurt. That is the cycle of life. The reality of the situation, I said this to somebody before, the reality of the situation about being in a relationship or being in relationships is that the goal is to find that one person. And most of us don't hit it out the park the first time, right? Most of us do not find that one person the first time. So all of us are going to deal with heartache. All of us are going to deal with heartbreak. And I'm not saying that that makes it okay, but what I'm saying is we all have that shared experience. No, nobody wants their heart broken. And for some of us, it hits harder than others. But you don't stop looking. You don't stop allowing yourself to be open to love because you're scared of getting hurt. Because the reality is, you're still going to get hurt either way. Because you can't control your emotions. You can only control how you act on those emotions. So if you start developing feelings for somebody, then you have feelings for somebody. It just is what it is. Anyway, so then we see the ladies, they go out on a little skating date, you know. I mean, not date, but, you know, they hanging out with each other. And we find out that we're going to Mexico. No, rewind that. Before we get there, Amanda bought a house. Amanda bought a house. She's only like 24 years old and she's closing her first home. She's moving into South Central. She says she is all about buying black the block. I think that's a cute slogan. She says she wants to invest in the community. She wants to own property in the community and businesses. She wants to shop black, you know, all of that good stuff. So I thought that was a great thing. You know, I thought that was a really, really good thing. So, congratulations to her. And so she was just talking about that. And so while they were at dinner, they were out, and the conversation came up about the legacy dinner. And everybody thought it was nice. But they did notice that Bree and Jordan was sort of acting a little funky, right? And, they were like, well, the last time we talked to Bree, she was sort of in a bad mood, and she was like, well, I don't F with Jordan anymore, based on what they had told her that went down at the gym. And so now, was it Danae? Her boyfriend was like, well, whoa, wait a minute, what happened at the gym? Because I was at the gym, and I told you what happened at the gym, and based on what happened at the gym and what I told you, it shouldn't have been no problem. What did you say? How did you relay what I said happened at the gym? And so now she was like, I mean, I just told her that you said that Jordan wants to mess with somebody that's as busy as he is. And, you know, that just plays into her own insecurities that she already has about not feeling like she's doing anything with her life. And so I feel like, you know, that's what it was. It wasn't, and he was like, but that's not what was said. Like, that's not what Jordan meant. That's not what was said. And he said, now I feel some kind of way because now it looked like I'm just gossiping. And not only am I gossiping, but I'm not even relaying the accurate message. So now she feels some kind of way because she was like, well, damn, I was just trying to make sure that my girl wasn't out here getting played. I definitely didn't want to try to misconstrue the situation. But, you know, it don't look good, right? So then we see Bree dating. Bree done met this dude. They done went out on a little date. You know, she's opening herself up to new possibilities because Jordan ain't ish in her mind. I mean, I ain't saying that he is or isn't. I'm just saying in her mind. So she's opening herself up to other possibilities, you know. So then we have a triple date. This is around Valentine's Day. So we got this triple date on the beach. It's really nice. They got a real nice setup. You know, it's real sweet, you know. It's Amanda, Cheryl, and Dania and their friends and their boyfriends. And so they're talking about Mexico. They're talking about the legacy dinner. They're talking about Cheryl's house. I mean, Amanda's home. But the big news. Oh, let me rewind because I missed something real important. We see Jamal, I believe, and his dad talking, or Jared. It's a J. And he's talking to his dad about how he's thinking about moving in with Cheryl. And his father was like, why? Like, You live here rent free. Like, why are you in a rush to go move in with somebody? And he was just like, well, I do appreciate everything you and mom have done for me. And, I just think maybe it's time, for me and Cheryl to move. He was like, well, I definitely understand that. And then he said something about making them proud and validating all that they've done for him, making sure that he lives up to the, not necessarily the expectation of, but, what they've done for him. And his father was like, whoa, 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 whoa. I don't want you to ever feel like you owe me anything. Like, I did what I did for you, and I do what I do for you because you are my son. I am proud of you. I don't ever want you to feel like you have to validate me. I don't ever want you to feel like you have to do anything to make me feel like you deserve my love and you deserve the things that I do for you. And he got choked up and he was even crying a little bit. And I thought that was really sweet. I think we need to see more of that, especially with Black fathers, more of those kinds of conversations, And I can appreciate that because, child, that's what my father said to me when I decided that I was going to move out and I wanted to buy a house and all this other stuff. My father was like, why? Why are you in a rush? But according to my mama, if I never moved out the house, my daddy would have been fine with that. So anyway. So Amanda's having like a housewarming / paint party, child. We'll get to that in a minute. But she's letting them know that that's what she, is having at the house. And she's inviting everybody to come, to her housewarming, situation. And we see her show her parents her house, right? And it's definitely, I don't want to say it's a fixer-upper, but it's definitely, needs some work done, a little bit this, a little bit that. But what we find out is that her dad is a contractor. He's a general contractor. And so he was like, listen, I got you. Like, whatever it is, I got you. And her mom is immediately trying to tell her where she need to be hanging her pictures and what she need to do. They bought her a neon sign that says "Buy Black the Block." And her mama trying to tell her to put it on the wall. And she was like, no, I want to put it over the mantle. And her mother was like, but it would look better over here. And she was like, here we go. My mama already showing up trying to tell me what to do in my house. Like, that's why I gotta move out. Like, that is why I need to move out, because she can't be up in here telling me this is my house. So later on that day, we had that's when we had the housewarming, and it's a nice day, everybody's having a good time, and then she got overalls and paint for everybody, talking about all right, now let's go paint the house. And they were like, we didn't know we was coming to work. We thought this was just a party, like party up party. She got us in here working, like, for real. And some people felt like they felt some kind of way about it. I would have felt some kind of way about it too. Like, you don't invite me to no housewarming and then be like, surprise. But I feel like they knew, because some people came dressed like they were painting and other people didn't. So I feel like they knew, or at least some people knew. Anyway, so they're having a good time. So we see where Bree and Jordan again are being awkward, not really talking to each other. And Jay, the Naya's boyfriend, ends up going and talking to Jordan and apologizing to him and explaining that, he did, kind of convey what had happened at the gym, but what his words were misconstrued. And, what was said to Bree is not exactly what happened, right? And so, he was like, I appreciate that, because, I was kind of trying to figure out what happened and, like, why she was so mad at me, because what I said, I didn't feel like it was that bad, And so he tells her, like, listen, look, can we talk later? She was like, fine, whatever. Now, remember, when she tried to talk to him, he ain't had nothing to say. So later on in the episode, we see that they meet up to talk. And the thing that pissed me off about what Jordan said was, he was like, well, that I didn't say that. That's not what was said. And if you thought I would say something like that, why didn't you call me? And I'm like, but she did. Now, mind you, she texted you, and when she texted you, she was, cussing you out. But at that point, you had to know that something was said to her for her to come at you that way. You were having dinner with your mom at the time, so you didn't have to stop what you were doing in that moment. But you absolutely could have stopped what you would, like, after you left, called her from the car and be like, what is going on? Like, what are you talking about? I don't know where this is coming from. But for you to be like, well, you could have just said something to me, when she absolutely tried to talk to you, that's the kind of stuff that pisses me off. Like, I feel like you gaslighting me. Oh, you should have called me, but I did. But they agree that they're going to be just friends, that neither one of them are really in the best place to try to engage in a relationship at this time. And so they're going to just be friends and making the best of what they can, right? That's what they're going to do. So that was episode 5. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.